some nip magic.
Yeah, we said it doesn't exist anymore, but I don't know. Something in the air. It's that little Finnish twist on top of this NIP formula that just seems to be, I don't know, making things next level for them, right? This organization's had its struggles. It's gone through its trials. Now looking for the success story, but it is rain to open up. First kill belongs to FaZe. A pistol round win and consequent conversions would be an excellent way to kick this off, right? The one thing I feel like when it comes to the Ninjas in Pajamas is they are occasionally victims of the blowout. A good first map can suddenly just be upended. And that's why I always wait with my breath held. You're never quite sure if they could follow through, and for the time being in this pistol, no life, no chance. Rez, there it is. Couple taps into the mini, but again, that bomb kind of beyond the point of no return, and a flank from hell is going to be the end of this one. As the tag gets cleared out, and we've got FaZe Clan striking first on map 2.
Yeah. Well, make no mistake, they'll have to play CS like we haven't seen them play yet to be able to take a win. It would in fact take a breakdown of FaZe Clan to be able to lose this. It just feels like right now, of course, NIP are playing above the stats. They look perfectly fine in front of the crowd. They have already taken down an enormous target in NaVi, and now one map up against the tournament favorites. And if it wasn't going to be NaVi,
hidden gem.
But FaZe Clan have beat even the one map that FaZe Clan won, okay, in the Legend stage versus BNE was on NUKE.
Okay.
All right, so even at their very worst.
Even at rock bottom.
Even at their absolute rock bottom, they still win NUKE. And that was rock bottom. I mean,
that it was.
That was rock bottom.
But you know who was at the bottom of the barrel with them? Ninjas in Pajamas.
The Pajamas, yeah.
Now again, from the road to Rio to the road to redemption, these two have been, for better or for worse, on the same journey. But now one of those roads ends. Nice and slow. Press into the hut. Trying to get something going. There's a scout inside of hut. There's a scout in hut. Good thing it dies.
Yeah, we'd have to rename hut Scout.
Good one. You know, I'm just curious, Copenhagen, you guys can hear me, right? Yeah? You know, earlier today, I thought there was actually quite a few NIP fans. Do we have more NIP fans now?
We got more by the month.
Mixed bag.
There was a mixed bag, yeah.
There was a mixed bag.
It's the FaZe fans getting in the bag.
Get out of there.
Get out of there. There's enough of y'all.
Yeah, that's you.
So we had FaZe moving slowly but with conviction to take the map control in round 2.
Despite how badly the Ninjas want to get this ball rolling, you've still got to wait, get through this P250. Ooh, Alexi, yeah, he's got it. And a free AK. Almost a chance at dropping Brokey.
What's going on today?
Bomb goes down on the A site, all is good. That's good. Ninjas just sat back over towards the ramp. As long as nobody pokes the beehive, FaZe will get away with the remaining 4.
The potential problems are innumerable right now when it comes to trying to defend against FaZe Clan because they just have so much variety in the way they approach the map. You know, this is the map that won them Antwerp. This is the map that they have beaten everybody and gotten the best practice in the world. And it's probably the map that most teams are learning from over anyone else. So just their options, you know, they go far beyond 15 rounds. They had to play into an OT. They would continue to bring out new stuff on this T side.
Yeah, undeniable depth.
And for Ninjas.
Ooh. Little smoke to keep vision on door. Kerrigan, him and Rain gonna make the most of that. It's a fast burst into S-Tag. Rez gives cover, and guns working out wonderfully for the Ninjas in Pajamas. You want to fight, you've got one. Kerrigan, Rain, they all get smashed, and the defense holds strong.
Wow, xantares could have just died there, but Rez had him covered from the heavens, and he was able to just go and replace the spot inside of Squeaky. Good flashes coming out from FaZe Clan. I was thinking one of the first problems is FaZe's upper hit. I mean, this would be great for the confidence. We know that Kerrigan, he makes land calls. He makes fast, explosive calls that take advantage of pressure situations. He likes to go for the intangibles and think about things like how confident are they, as opposed to just like what's the most optimal strategy that I can employ right now. He'll try to prey on your deepest insecurities. And right there, I think that was him showing that he was willing to do that. A round where they come in with a lot of money, deciding to do something very quickly. But you also put at risk, you know, getting stuffed. And now mentally thinking, okay, they aren't ready to be dominated. They are still locked in. And they can stop one of our most important pocket strats in that upper exact. Drops is alive, but just for a second, Rez takes him down. First ET round here, 1 for NIP. And it was a solid one.
Rez already on the op, already top fragging.
Here's the play, xantares, man. It's
just extending out.
Twist dying as he's trying to kill xantares, and xantares just full.
Tall order.
Yes, this is the map that I think defines all the great uppers in the game.
See it. Rain. Oh, he's out. He's got the entry. They went right back to what they wanted in the last round. xantares, instead of extending, gets bested by Kerrigan, and Rez's shot will not find its mark just yet. It's low HP on 3. Alexi out from the fence, gets the better of Twists, but that late play from Rops out from Squeaky works wonderfully. Hampus, Rez versus 3 with bomb on the front side of sight. And this time, Kerrigan goes right back to what he wanted, and it works out for FaZe.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with the land calls, right? Like, how many people are going to copy and paste a strat like that twice? You are working with some of the best. Your back is against the wall. You just got flattened on your first full rifle, and you come back into the exact same strategy, but now you proved it works. Now you leave that door open for the future if you want to come back into it. NIP now have to take that into account. So that's a massive confidence victory here for FaZe. Again, protecting the integrity of their pocket strat. We're not going to see that every round. But they just want to hang that over the heads of NIP. And the really huge win about doing this early on is that from now until the end of this half, NIP are going to be overreacting to...
And he's giving what could be very critical cover for Hampus to press up against the bottom of the silo. We've got 3 members of FaZe just on the other side of this box. Hampus, who had a very quiet game on overpass, is in the playmaker's position, and he just gets the one. Kerrigan, catches Rez as he tries to press out from the garage.
Ow.
Moving forward into the smoke, and Kerrigan just laser beams him down. You know, we got that standout individual performance from Alexi B on overpass. Well, maybe he's not the only IGL who can frag hard. Brolin sliding the FAMAS into Brokey. A single point of health is all he has. And Kerrigan, this should be an easy cleanup.
Full awareness, and look who replaces the push outside, man. There's still info being gathered. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Hard to say who you'd rather be in this spot.
Honestly, FaZe, they'd have to play it blind, but they could just hit this A site. It's not quite the timing of the previous 2 rounds, but it is still the end destination. And the only difference is we got xantares on that critical lobby flank. Meanwhile, Brolin's trying to serve up a distraction. And xantares finds his timing. Easy freebie versus Brokey, but Rops has got that quick trade. Alexi tried this last time. And it's just gonna have to be that quick hope, that hop, that there's nobody back in Squeaky. That's the reason he died in the round prior. And this time, as he comes out looking for it, he's chasing ghosts. Rops is in fact inside of Hut, and Twist has been able to extend outside. So Alexi B in fact is given space, and all the while FaZe don't know where the hell he's got off to. And so he slips back down into the depths of which he came, and FaZe will find number 5.
Yeah, it was an important move right there from Twist, because then he opened up the idea that it could be a heaven wrap from him, which is impossible to stop for the 1 player left alive. He doesn't have to get peeked again from Mini. There was a timing there for Alexi B, but he couldn't see it. There was no way for him to know when he could get up there and get that refrag. 5-1 now. We don't see that come to fruition. Instead, FaZe win. They make it look comfortable. They have Alexi as the only rifle left on this next round. and they've opened up ramp, so plenty of ideas for them. But look who answers back once again outside.
1M4.
You know, full credit to NIP for keeping multiple eyes in this part of the map.
That's the Alexi impact. Rolling. Oh, hit the dink. Primes res perfectly to finish it off with a 5-7. That's a second AK grabbed. But Rops immediately out from heaven.
Yeah.
Insta headshot back by Vent. Gonna keep this one moving forward for FaZe.
Yeah, it's the perfect pincer.
Alexi again just slides out off of the ladder. Bomb planter was busy, so no cover, and that op point blank goes down. But I love this from Rops, from heaven to the outer wrap. Hampus caught. He assumed it would be clear so that he could sprint to Alexi, wanted to play it side by side, and with that impact from Rops, he'll easily just slide right back up that ladder and twists instead. The end of Alexi again. In from Squeaky with the impact. It's domination for FaZe so far.
Yeah, I mean, what we see right there is just such a composed split. The pressure from all sides, with the cherry on top of Rops getting into heaven and swinging just as they're about to come in. Now, here's the first step to that. They get that fast drop down Squeaky, and NIP don't even know for sure if that's come, but look, they're guarding it.
Alexi wastes no time. Gets his revenge, right? How many times has Rops shot him in the back of the head? Hampus, nearly again dying out to the cross, but it's going to be a quick push from FaZe. They don't want to stick around outdoors. They don't want to linger as those smokes fade.
Well,
they want revenge for Rops' death.
They can see they tried to continue forward that split. Again, multiple eyes outside and watching into lower.
Chance for Twist versus Hampus. Twist picks it up. That man advantage evaporates. And while we have ninjas awaiting this B commitment, it just hasn't come in yet.
Yeah, it's crazy. They just continue forward with it.
No need to. Flash goes out, Rain awaits the contact, does a ton of damage, and now all that's left of FaZe Clan is gonna have to try and clamber over top those controls. Brokey swings the double doors with a player right above him, and that secret push from Brolin could be Brokey's end. Yeah, vicious wall bangs.
And that's the frustration right there. They didn't have any decon pressure, so Alexi can play an even better spot, and Rez comes to protect him.
Brokey's gonna get an answer somewhere, but it's still too little too late. And he tries to evacuate, met by Esatag, top of the ladder. There's still a little left in Ninjas.
Yeah, that's a good round. And I mean, their opening setups have been good answers to what FaZe have been trying to bring towards them. Again, they've kept eyes on, first of all, this vent drop, which can take down the best teams at once. And look, they've kept them honest. The money's already low for FaZe Clan, so now they're down to 2 AKs.
It's gonna be faster. Quick clash into the A site. Again, lesser weapons. Esatag falls, drops down, and Brokey insta-kill. But it does, of course, take one out. Still, weapon retrieved. And all they're trying to do here is just frazzle the ninjas in pajamas. Hampus lining up the flash. Alexi's gonna be sent in. Going commando mode as Brolin finds Brokey. That's at least another one peeled off of the play. Flash out for Alexi, here we go. Falls down into the site, misses the ramp, fully blind, doesn't know where the hell he's at, but at least he hasn't been spotted. And as he tries to size up the positions, Kerrigan at least gets away with the kill. Rops into the 1v3. Back from Vent, bomb planted, opposite end, and sure enough, it's stuck. Alexi goes into the fight. And while Rops, the dead guy.
Yeah, at least someone who can
we've
pick
seen
up a
this
gun.
before.
Oh, this is the Canada call.
Right, classic Twists wrap around, but nice position here from Hampus on top of Big Blue. So he puts Twists on ice real quick. Brokey, meanwhile, just underplaying the flashes. He's got Brolin to counteract him. Down into the vents he'll go. We've got footing down into the B site as well here for FaZe. Gonna make Rez very uncomfortable at the moment. Not currently around where he's opping, but Hampus picks up Brokey. And so Brolin, when he swings this door, it's Rob's dead. No plant either. Excellent pickup here for the Ninjas, starting to cut away at that lead.
Yeah, they are. I mean, again, they do look good in some of these spots. Giving up 60 rounds, so that's not comfortable. It's coming together nicely.
It's the Ninjas in pajamas.
Yeah.
Thrown. It's just meant to try and pressure Vent, but Rez gonna track that one. FaZe trying to bust through. Kind of comparable to our opening map of Overpass. FaZe come out swinging on their T side. And we've got adaptation here from Ninjas, able to go tit for tat. Hampus looking for his fights. Long range, easy pickup. And of course, easy for Rez to just lean into the M4 for the last couple of rounds. And Rain.
Information, no telling where they end up.
Brolin looking for the feet. Rez on the other end. Oh, Kerrigan, no, don't do it to him again. Rez is looking for this as well, but he just missed it. Oh, okay, both players statuesque.
Oh, he's a laser.
And Rez is gonna double down. Brolin catches Brokey. FaZe from the fast ones, thinking that maybe they could just inch Kerrigan into the sideline, the thorn in the Ninja's side, but no, sir, we're looking at a tied game. Outer has been the realm of the Ninjas in pajamas.
When I talk about NUKE as the litmus test for all the great operas, it was Simpl's best map in his best year in his career, and it's always been the map where he's shown the most dominance. It's the map where the CT op is imperative. You know, being able to control outside, playing inside of the lower site, or sorry, playing from secret. So just playing in ramp, there's a number of positions they can all be used. I think Simple, as the best of all time, I think has shown that he's got the greatest rotations of any CT player on this map, and he's done that with an op, showing when to commit to upstairs. It kind of tests you on your game reads, because if you make a bad rotation, you commit to the upper site, then you lose the entire round. Or you win it if you get in front of Squeaky when they're late round going back to it, or if you're in ramp at the right timing and not getting mollied out. And so when we talk about Rez in this situation, having to show off what he can do, he's actually been rifling a lot of these rounds, but playing in those op positions, right?
Yeah.
In outside, trying to control space. This is more of a Rain-like attempt on CT side than it is a Simple or a Zywoo. And that's actually Rez's biggest benefit. It's like just really surprising, honestly.
Again, they just try to smash out and they're met by Brolin.
Wow, they're adamant about trying to scare the CT players upstairs, but it's not working.
Oh.
And they barely squeeze for space. Even outside's being covered at the same time.
It's sick to just see that depth from Rez, right? You know, you take on the responsibility of opping as this rotating door of roles of the Ninjas continues on, and just make it your own, you know, fusion cuisine from the rifler turned opper, and
I like that, just a new look.
Keeps it fresh.
It makes it hard to play against, right? How well prepared can you be for this style of play if they've barely used it versus anybody? It's at this point in the rounds, Ninja's 5 straight, and they have the 5v3. They just need to not make mistakes, basically. Running into an op is the only thing they could do wrong.
Rain gonna try to attack this from beneath. Oh, that's a clue. Piecing together the picture, and in reality, I don't think there's support. Hampus?
The thing is, they can approach him, you know, from another angle, but he's still got a good position.
He holds.
That's hard to dislodge him from.
Okay, there is a player heaven. Alexi just leaning into the back corner of the B site. You know, right now I feel like Ninja's not quite sure what the hell's about to happen. Rain's gonna bust over the window. But Alexi actually doesn't punish it, and no, he almost got around that corner. Brolin comes through with the twist kill, and it really does feel like Brolin can do no wrong. It feels like the Ninjas can do no wrong once they've adapted to this initial success from FaZe.
This is insane. They have a lead now.
The economy's gone. Oh.
Put it away. Okay. He finished it. Oh, that's the first one. That was Brokey in the back. Set up just to kill a rifler coming in through mini. One bulleted. Eviscerated.
Brolin just dominates. The Ninjas have been able to transfer that success from overpass to nuke, and that was going to be the question. Oh my god, drive-by Tech9 into Rez. His teeth fall out. Alexi into the site, but these rifles, as the T's run rampant, are still able to pick up the kills. Twists on the other end of this door. Brokey's starting to flirt with the idea of bringing that bomb back up, and he's got Robs to help him soon enough. Esatag pinned in behind the vent, and the rest of the CT's on B. They got the rotation they wanted, but it's a matter of getting bomb up. So they wait, and Brokey holds, and this kid is ice cold. His reward is an AK, but his test is Esatag. Rez sees feet, jumps at him, and gets that bomb back down into the depths of the B site. So Rops' job seems nigh impossible now. Pressured from Mini, held out by Vent. Ninjas again see the bigger picture.
Yeah, it's another dubious position for FaZe where they actually have chances with some timings and they try to make the most of it, but they don't have the money to go into the round. The Riflers end up winning. We go into round 15 right now. Ninjas 2-round lead, looking for 9. That didn't seem possible after FaZe got their first 6.
No, sir, not with the start they had, but Rez start to pick it up. In fact, I think there's like a direct amount of success that comes from him giving up that AWP outside.
True.
Playing back into the rifle, finding what's comfortable.
Yeah, that was the kiss. It was something like 1/3 of his kills yesterday came from the op, and all of those op kills looked important, but when he wasn't using it, he still had the 60+ kills
Yes.
on the series.
Is there. You do you, Rez.
Love that.
You do you. Fast
Brolin.
fire to the feet of Rops. Again, Brolin just dominating this squeaky door. As much as we want to talk about Rez, you know, this A site, which was originally the crux of this Ninja CT side, has just been stopped. And that's because of Brolin. He's gonna go ahead and work back around towards squeaky side. Esatag, player down beneath him, but that doesn't even matter. Brolin and Esatag sweep him away, and the Ninjas will... They're gonna waste no time though. Ninjas have had to sit back and wait. Rez, unfortunate team kill, but still recoverable. FaZe kicked it off with a pistol.
Wait a second, 3v3 now.
No way. Kerrigan, he'll recover. And Esatag's gonna walk this one back to lobby. Finds
Oh my
Brokey.
god. Wait, that's with Tempo. They get potentially someone upstairs. They see one in heaven now. Brolin gets another, and they know where the last guy is.
They killed one of their own, and now they still bring that back.
16% of their pistols won. They struggle so badly.
The recipe and every ingredient is starting to show up.
Yeah. Very impressive game from Esatag on those upper holds. Brolin from Squeaky, and that's where most of the action was. And then when it came to outside, Alexi and Rez watching lower and upper, like, I mean,
Convinced them back indoors.
Yeah.
Brolin continued to tear it up.
and they did so well playing off of information too, not just playing passive spots and getting easy 2K mowdowns. No, they were very active.
Kerrigan point blank. CZ's not enough. Oh,
okay.
Double Galil kill.
Just wasn't
Brokey
done
falls
shooting.
off, and they instantly pull the plug on that A-hold. Nothing Brokey can offer us from heaven, not with that type of a pace, that quick of a kill. And so the Ninjas will not miss their chance to convert from pistol to the next one. 11-6.
And we saw Brolin playing Squeaky, just the first bullet accuracy. Right? That's the player we remember when it comes to who gets signed to NIP and for what reason. The sheer aim on this kid sometimes is so nuts, and right now on this map, it's at 100%.
And he's one of the players when versus Navi, we saw a very quiet map, right? Absent on Mirage. Every other member of that match between Navi and the rest of Ninjas all putting up the kills. It was such a tight race, such a good game. And then Brolin was just non-existent. Something like 14 and like 30-something deaths.
Yeah.
And he recovered it on overpass, and he showed us good things at this series. Now he is taking to the top of the board here.
Not taking that off. No, that makes sense, but that's in the past.
It's fast. Hampus immediately out into this A site, gonna make mincemeat of the poor pistol players that knew they had nothing to hold on with. This is exactly how the last round goes down, just cranked to a 10 instead.
And they put together the same call, right?
Why not?
This was Kerrigan spamming it in the first half. And they make sure it's fast. No time to get scouted. If they don't go outside, they don't let Rain or Brokey get back into the game. Keep Rain pressing tab and looking at the fact that he only has 3 kills. Only one Antwerp, and Rain had, I would say, the best rifle performance in the history of the game at Antwerp when they won that final. And that was his CT side playing outside, roaming around. It might come down to whether or not he has chances to get involved. And right now, NIP upper hit into 5 alive with a 6-round lead going into the first rifle round.
What a daunting task that's been laid out ahead of Kerrigan. And somehow, some way, he's gonna have to rally the
Here,
troops.
not much to work with, but they need this round.
Well, they're gonna try to play it fast again. They're gonna try to disrespect it.
Oh, but Alexi, he makes the drop happen.
That could be key. Meanwhile, Brokey picks up Brolin. Robs is trying to figure out where the hell the Ninjas have got off to, but he's also concerned because of Outer. When in reality, the Ninjas go from vent and already start to suss out decontamination.
That is the fastest I've ever seen Rops move in his life.
And even then, he's just left grasping in thin air. There's nothing here for him to find as far as he can see, because Hampus plays it cool, just like last round. And sure enough, rewarded! Brokey twists both down! And think about the money, nearly non-existent. Hampus can sit here, ice cold. He awaits the challenger. He awaits the peak. and FaZe have to deal with him before they can go B. So a critical pickup from Rain, but is it enough to convince FaZe to play this retake, or do they tuck their tails and give Ninjas another?
Down to a single smoke, and they don't feel good about this at all. They'll go for the upgrades and leave. That puts Ninjas on 14. A power position. That one brought to you simply by Hampus and his lurk. Just going slow enough, but locking off Secret. Rops came back to figure out if it was a play like they saw in the past. Alexi B snuck down the vent. And I talked about this from the perspective of FaZe, like they are so good at using that space. But now we see Alexi B showing us why that makes it so dangerous for the CT side. Rops had no idea what he should do right there and thought that there was going to be a split conjoined with Alexi B dropping into the vent that would come through Secret. Once he didn't see that, he had lost track of all other options.
Maybe this is Rain's moment. Oh, but Essa tag with the quick trade as they come around both sides of red. And again, that B site is compromised. Once more, Alexi down through vent and Secret also added to the tally. This time it's not Hampus outside, but rather Brolin inside of Hut. Kerrigan gets the better of him. Rops on high alert. He'll pick up the kill towards control. And there's hope yet for FaZe to stay alive.
Trying to push him back. This round is still alive though.
Rez, at least one more kill. And Alexi B, who went God mode on overpass, will be given a chance to clutch, given a chance to just strike down FaZe in round 22. Where the hell has he gone, FaZe ask.
Wow. Man, Kerrigan getting that kill inside of the Hut, that could have totally changed things around. Imagine if Brolin could still make them believe it could end upper after this comes down through lower.
Instead of Rops going through the vents down towards Secret and kind of leaving that B site unsupported, he plays on the opposite side. They actually keep an anchor, and that's the solution. FaZe had somebody in place, no plant, no round win.
But at this point, man, with the lead here and Ninjas showing they can already win in the second half, even if FaZe stage a comeback, it feels like there's enough data that's going to be collected for Ninjas to make one good move. I've seen one round so far that made me think, oh, they don't have enough on T side, but already they've changed it. They tried their scrimmy strat outside where they tried to run lower just as a pack. But since then, they've kept it really interesting, and these vent drops have been massive.
FaZe can't have a single lapse in judgment.
Yeah.
They've got to keep this tied up. And Rain, oh, up close. Hampus gives him a little sign. 5v4 here for FaZe.
Oh, it's the double lurk. This is also a Fury tactic.
Twist.
Oh my God, walking through the smoke. Oh, twist.
Both those kills, both the attempts from the Ninjas just get completely smothered out by FaZe. So it's going to be a valiant attempt to take down ramp. Brokey has to fall off the original angle, but he's got Brolin low at least, so continue the damage. Allows for Rops to come up from that B site, and if you give Rops a chance, he will shine. Sure enough, Brolin already low, 4 more players to take down. The money all invested here for Ninjas, so there is finally a chance for FaZe to catch their breath.
Wow, a Furia-inspired T-side is the last thing that I expected, but right now we're seeing Alexi use himself like Art. We just saw that double lurk strategy they use with Art and Yuri, where they drop into mini, one staggered coming in, and I don't know how FaZe could be ready for that because this is new stuff that they're doing. So you can't be surprised that this is very hard to deal with, but right now they have figured that out. Rain stopped that lurk outside from Hampus. Twist was still aware inside of mini. They lock it off. They've got 4 alive coming into a 9th round.
You know, I do think that is kind of the beauty of the Ninjas' shortcoming when it came to Rio, right? This is still Alexi's Ninjas. It's such a new team. It's the RMR that looked fantastic. Best of 3 victory over top of Cloud9. Legend status in Rio. And then they fell on their faces.
Yeah.
So give him a little bit of time, which is all he's had, and we just get these fresh looks out of nowhere. But FaZe have also seen it all, right? All year long, they've dispatched of every competitor. But these are those kinds of rounds that just have that sketchy X factor, so nice to see Kerrigan close down on the opening kill, and that's gonna leave Ninjas just left inside of lobby. Alexi tries aggression again. He'll have to call from the sidelines in round 24. It's aggression out of Twist. He wants to clean up shop. He wants to send them a message, knock them down a peg, and sure enough, with those 2 kills, he will. It's going to be FaZe to the double digits, a 4-round game, and as we alluded to before this second half started, FaZe's CT sides are strong.
Yes, and now, no, not much margin for error, but they can comfortably think about the idea of overtime. You know, if one mistake here, but they've got to make a 5-round comeback, you know, maybe they can think we can 16-14 this. We have the CT side to do it. We know that we can. We're finally warmed up. We've got the nerves off.
With something different and catches Kerrigan sleeping. These Swedes looking to plant a flag on Danish soil. As far as I'm aware, that's not allowed.
Yeah. Well, they have S-Attack, so they have the card.
Ah.
Yeah.
A little dink for Rain.
And I remember this quote from Hiko, actually, that was, if you don't have a plan, skip the round. And that was in regards to eco rounds and why you shouldn't just throw them away. And we saw an overpass, some great ideas come on rounds like this. And look, even with nothing invested, they're working the map slowly,
right, and
trying to play for as much damage and maybe even the win. I don't know if it's possible, but 4v4 right now, and things are just getting a little bit uncomfortable.
Ninja's playing like every duel could be won, despite having non-existent guns. Rez, curious situation. Holy no! Brokey.
Worth a shot.
It's tough. This kid's got that sixth sense.
Yeah, the Glock's not going to do it. So 11-14. The game is just real for both sides, right? I mean, you want to go off of stats. FaZe wins 67% of their CT rounds. NIP win 30, right?
Runs the little bit of a risk that could have been. Hampus is going to quietly cross over. Brokey's about to get tested.
There's no one in secret.
He gave up the angle.
Going downstairs.
He gave up the angle, and Ninjas are all coming at this.
Yeah, there's a gap in the rotation. There's no one coming in on ramp.
Now what?
There's two stuck above secret as they're going down. Rain is starting to flank.
Rain, he's going to find Hampus. Brokey catches Brolin's head. Combat hopping. No scope to the chest. Alexi's going to try to press this into the B site, but they're already surrounded. They're already swarmed. And Rain runs beyond that Molotov. Even if they go back ramp, there's two CTs there. Individual duels from the remaining members. Feels like they sensed that there was that opening towards ramp, right? The fact that Brokey gave them up all that real estate, why not try to take a round like this and head that way? We've already seen the meticulousness of the Ninjas outside in the last eco. Now they've got actual pistols. They've got real amounts of utility. And yet again, a game plan. Cache of smokes for Hampus. Remember as well, FaZe have kind of leaned behind these smokes, so they've played in the dark somewhat. Fast jump around the corner. Alexi tries his damnedest to get Rops uncomfortable, but he's chill, he's cool. Brolin will catch Brokey.
Yeah, he gets taken down. Luckily for Brokey, he only has an M4.
Rain's gonna have to step up now. Stops any further bleeding, stops any further push. Rops decides not to play inside sight, but rather come and check things out.
Oh man.
An innate risk to play it in the open. And now Rain worried about outside. If he looks the wrong way at the wrong time, that could have been his end. But he's good, he's got it. 2 kills to stop any further push. They wanted to come and split with Hampus, who was just looking for that A plant. But now we have a 1-round game.
From 3 kills to 13, Rain is back on the map. And Rops, look at the persistence here. Doesn't even fall off after most of his bullets are used. Make sure to stay out because he's been so important. Some of his teammates might die in awkward ways, but his aim...
Right piece will fit. Ninjas complete this puzzle. Hell, just secure 15. Tension in the room is thick. Silence blankets the map as the utility trickles in. Rain relegated from peeking over top of those stairs. Kerrigan cautious that some kind of a mini wrap could unfold.
Brokey's made his committed rotation.
Ninjas looking to group themselves up.
They're actually right about this. They've got a right read.
They want this A site. They're gonna leave Hampus outside. And this A defense better be ready. Yeah. This is where the half started. Esatag spotted. A warning of what's to come. Here's the volley, and there's the opening kill. It's the Dane of the Ninjas to strike first blood, and Alexi catches the second. There's the third, but here comes Kerrigan! Bomb dropped, and he gets into the cover. All of a sudden, 2v2, Brokey offers some sort of a solution. He is on the bomb. And all of a sudden, they've lost him. All of a sudden, he slides away. A Brokey clutch! Oh, he finds the first, but not the second! Karrigan, and the Ninjas take 15.
They do that with their Dane on the entry. Tag with the clean opener. And that can be enough to top of the site. When I talk about that committed rotation, Brokey dropping into upper, that may be Karrigan, it may be Brokey, but that decision, that showed you that they read the round perfectly.
On his way down, a compromise to the B site. This could change things in the default. This could make FaZe uncomfortable, as if they're not already sweating. Sure enough, Karrigan takes down into the fence. And what's he want to do? Fires back. Hampus on the receiving end of damage, but still alive and not alone. Bodies inside secret. Ninjas wait.
We're looking at a round on the reinvestment with everybody but one dead. And now they had enough to get the utility they wanted, but at the expense of rifles. FaZe could see right through this. But there is still one big gun on the map from a guy who has just picked it up for the first time. And he's looking to make his mark.
Brokey dropped. A shiver and a sliver of hope. Karrigan, the next to die. The Ninjas yet again. This is that classic Alexi B. You get your hook in, you pause, you wait, and maybe, just maybe, you strike down FaZe. B-site prime for the taking. Rops sitting atop his pillar. The king on his throne. Hopes to hold. Rez will be stopped first. He sees the feet. It's 3! Big impact from Rops. Rain closes the door. Closes the door. Closes the door. Ninjas have faltered, and we go OT.
Seconds and the lower site. And now they have to go back to square one.
The entire tone changes.
Yes. Now this is where the team with the deeper playbook should always be favored, always be given the credit. The ultimate
we hit
test.
that.
Oh my God.
Broke. Almost again.
Relax.
But while that's cool and all, we've got a B site soon to be compromised. Can Rops truly go above and beyond again? He's going to be pressured. Sits inside the smoke. Plays control side and catches Alexi quick. Little bits of left on Hampus, who holds.
Karrigan.
Ready for the Karrigan push, who maybe gets a little too ahead of himself. Brokey's not got it. No, sir. Hampus continues to deliver. And while Rez is pinned in behind the pillar, it's now man advantage for the Ninjas. FaZe continue to press. Twist gets 2, low HP on the little that remains of the clan. And Tag, well, they don't know where the hell he's at, so he holds. Oh, he holds. And behold his moment here in OT. Flash out from the window, bomb being defused. He has to run down Rain. He has to get this kill. And sure enough,
Oh no, he doesn't.
he comes through.
FaZe gets a defuse.
How close is that?
That went down to.
How
That was the
close
last
could that
tick.
be?
That was the last tick.
Again?
He couldn't have played that any faster. He did exactly what he had to do. But on, I saw
How
a
close?
0
Watch
on
that
the clock.
Watch that clock. What? It hits. Oh.
Drops and twists. Two of the most consistent players.
push.
Oh,
Oh, man.
yeah. It could be
Brokey's-
watched.
Nailed the first shot.
Oh, but he's sticking around.
Love this. Absolutely love this. Puts a smoke on his feet and stays. The confidence of a teammate by his side, runs a risk, works wonderfully. And FaZe 3 away from getting that 17th round added to the tally. But Brokey right back at it. We've got 2 players facing him. They are point blank and they find him. They catch him in that smoke.
Yeah, another move like that. We saw the round almost fall for FaZe because, oh my God, this was 3v5. And Hampus gets a long-range duel versus Rain, and now 2 more fall. Op is down. Rops and Twist, the heroes of FaZe here on CT side.
And Rops plays from his perch, awaits them. Oh, but Hampus!
Look at that spread.
Man
They called
comes
it a
out,
position.
looking every direction, and it's an insta-headshot versus Rops. No more B shenanigans from the Estonian.
How are they keeping up?
3v5.
They nearly won the last round, and they win this 3v5.
A 3v5.
Man, that was a weird move, Brokey, trying to just dominate right there, right? If he comes through that smoke, hits that extra op shot, then it's like, man, Nip don't stand a chance. But instead, it's the opening that results in them losing. Look at this. Did he need to do that? In that last round, did Kerrigan need to come through the decon smoke? But two of them tried to figure them out as time went on.
Oh, double.
Oh, there's that aggressive move from Rez.
Two players both press in. Rez grabs the op kill. Those are the kinds of op movements that I don't feel like we got when Rez first picked up this gun, but Brolin, a freebie back the other way. Rops senses his chance to peek into that site and is rewarded with the insta headshot.
Yeah, he's cleaning house. 28 and 16. Massive spray downs. Round defining kills. It feels like every single time.
This shot, though, talking about aggression and whether he's comfortable with it, he extends into the trophy room in a 4v4.
Yeah.
On his own.
Alexi right behind him in this spot and ready to push up ramp if they decide that they want to go forward.
That one extra player that FaZe have over Ninjas, that's the mini part of this equation. And a great flash from Brokey works out, but Alexi B, oh, everybody quiet. Hampus back sight. He sets up the two. Twist in the front sight, Alexi insta execution. And just like that, he peels away. Battle of the IGLs, 12 seconds to the clock. Bomb picked up, Kerrigan fakes, and Kerrigan delivers. That's FaZe to 18, not in his house. Woo. Saw a quick clash inside of the A site. Utility finding its home. Brolin is nearly dead from a triple kill in the last round to 20 health at the minute 40 mark.
Yeah, Twist also gets quite touched here. Kerrigan with a bit of damage. Rop's looking for one of these key frags that he seems to be able to continually find. Oh, there it is! One chance, and he punishes.
Drops the guillotine, and Hampus has no head. But luckily, he's no longer the head of this operation. It's Alexi B to try and recover this. Or we go to map 3, and Kerrigan, of course, finds another Rez's chance. This op is the new piece. And with 5-7 damage onto Rain, maybe that comes back to haunt FaZe. That's Rain and Twist both halved. Rez looks away, and Twist nearly finds that angle. Alexi B all the while over towards this ramp room.
No one feels safe with even the map control that's given to you out of spawn. Everybody clearing everything.
We've got fights all over the place. This one could unravel in so many directions, but it seems to be leaning towards FaZe. And the Ninjas, a valiant effort to kick this off with a good T side. They managed to break through, but now with Rain taking down Rez, it is only Esatag, and he is relegated to the B site. Bomb plant on A. If you shoot for the king, you best not miss. And it seems like the Ninjas at their final hurdles have run into the Estonian god that is Rops. Next level performance.